remember, it's not either or. You can still be a writer and work 9 to 5. Because I'm just thinking, the last 15 years, imagine if you just had a normal job.
Yeah. One thing the Russian woman brought up, I want to touch on this base real quick. 402 2nd West F Street. That was a house that Tim was trying to take a hold of when I was on probation. I had nothing to do with that property, 402 West F Street. So let's see. Yeah, I'm perfectly willing to have a conversation.
Have a round 2 or something.
Did you ever make a video about the Gonzalez family?
Yeah, that was the Gonzalez family of that house. And the thing of it was, with that house, I mean, because the thing of it with adverse possession, if you can't find the owners, then you go ahead and start the adverse possession. But you're supposed to make a good faith effort to find the owners. Tim was constantly telling me that he couldn't find the owners. And, really that should have been, I mean, there were so many red flags that Tim put up that I should have fucking realized what a piece of trash he was. But found out that there was people who owned that house. And I was I told Tim, I was like, we got to give it to the family. We've got to let them know what's going on. Because the banks wanted to foreclose on it. The city wanted it. It was so, and I got pretty pissed off at Tim. I was like, we got to give this back to, that family. We have to, help them get their house. Because I guess what happened was, a couple of them were out of the country. A couple of them were in prison or something. It was a big mess. And I was just I just kept telling, Tim was like, no, you should go to court and fight for it and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, no, just, there were so many red flags. I mean, I don't know if I'm ever really going to be able to forgive myself for all the bullshit that I believed, Tim. I mean, it's just the fact that I allowed myself to be a patsy in that kind of thing. I mean, I really, honestly, I'm never going to be able to forgive myself.
Did you make a video visiting the Gonzalez family home or something?
I made lots of videos. I did not. I think what they're going to try to do is, because there were 2 different houses. There was the Eleanor Murphy house and there was the Gonzalez house. So, and again, same kind of documents, same kind of type of documents. So Tim Maris's signature on those documents.
Mm-hmm. But did you make a video? It's a real straight up question. Did you make a video at the Gonzalez
That's
house?
Just handwriting. Well, what they're going to do is they're going to claim that the this Russian person.
No, did you make a video at the Gonzalez home?
Not that I recall. Not about the Gonzalez's. Hey Tom, how are you today? I want to talk a little bit about Jimmy Gonzalez. He obviously has a problem. He has a drug addiction. It's a horrible situation. And California laws regarding drugs are pretty barbaric, downright evil. Prison is not a place, as we both know, is not a place of healing, of rehabilitation, of help. When you put somebody in prison, they actually get worse. They don't get better. And you know this. So, because basically, the California penal system, the drug laws, all of those, serve to perpetuate violence against individuals who are hurting. And Jimmy is obviously hurting. People who are on drugs are typically hurting, especially heavy street drugs like meth. So let's work together and save someone from the California penal system.
Now you owe somebody out there 150 or 300,000, I guess, dollars.
I don't know. It's just like it's
Well,
like
it's not an opinion. You do.
My problem is I feel like I have people demanding that I make up for it, and yet I have no avenue to do so. So it's like they're telling me do this, then it's like I literally don't have any way of doing it. So it's like I'm in this.
Well, you just said you wouldn't do it. You just put conditions on it. You're like, well, if I had $1 million, other than that, fuck them.
No,
you
if I
just
had
said that
$1
like 5 minutes ago.
If I made $1 million, I would give a quarter of it to Jimmy Gonzalez and his family.
Well, that's great, but that's not an either or. That's a false dichotomy. It's not like only if I win $1 million. You still owe somebody money. But if you get $20, 5 of it might go to them. Is that the real reason you don't want to work? I said because maybe if you get $20, 5 should go to them. Is that why you don't want to work? Because they'll garner your wages or something? Is there
nobody's going to garner my wages. That has nothing to do with it.
But you would feel absolutely no remorse or responsibility to pay that money back that you lived on.
No, I do feel I do feel responsibility. The thing that was with the Gonzalez family is that there was no money taken. That deal did not go through. It was an attempted deal.
I'm talking about the $150,000 you stole.
The $150 for the Murphy family, it was not stolen money because it was from a property that didn't have any claim on it.
No, it was you took money from somebody for something that you legally did not own.
You can't steal from the debt.
Yes, you can. You did.
Yeah,
Someone to say, okay, why did you go to jail? Why did you go to jail? For forging documents and selling property that you did not or you did not own.
I went to prison because the city wanted a bigger cut because I was competing.
Oh, bullshit. Shut up, Nick. Fuck off. It was all a conspiracy. They slapped you on the wrist, dude. You got 1.5 years for fucking 300 grand? That's nothing. You got off easy. And you still didn't rat out Tim. So don't give me this fucking bullshit that it's a conspiracy, that the system was trying to make an example of Nick Bravo because he speaks truth on YouTube and Sherlock Holmes made a video, got 127 views.
If I ratted him out, I do fucking 10 years. I was told if I ratted him out, I'm going to do 10 years. It's like I was so naive and so codependent and so fucking gullible that I fell for a con artist scam. Nobody gave a flying fuck about how I felt. Nobody gave a shit. They all just decided to carve me up like a fucking Thanksgiving turkey. No thought to the context. No thought to what actually happened.
You made a video dancing on her grave. Nick, you made a video dancing on her grave. You loved it. You said you had to get your hands dirty. You made videos with stack of cash. You made videos with convertibles.
Hey guys, how are you doing? So I came to basically pay my respects to Eleanor, and I see that her stone's gone. There's her brother William, and theirs was hers is supposed to be. Who do I know? Who do I know who likes to do a lot of digging? Fucking life. And no, you cannot steal from the dead. The government steals.
You can actually.
No, because you know what it is.
Grave robbing is a thing. I mean, it's
boils down to right makes right.
And fraud.
That's all it fucking is.
This is Jimmy S. Gonzalez. And the answer to your questions of me being related to Julio Sr. and Jr. is yes. Sr. is my grandfather, and Jr. is my father. Also, Mary is my grandmother. All are deceased. I would love for you to help me in getting my family's property back to me and sold. I have a few questions of my own, if you don't mind. First, how did you get all this info? Everything from my family's names and about me being in prison. Also, besides you not liking the person that committed the forgery, what other interest in the property do you have? And who is the person that did the forgery's name? I get out of prison in June of 2014, and I'll be off to Arizona a bit after my release. I really wouldn't mind giving you a percentage of the money after the house is sold. One more thing, if you have an email address or a Facebook page, something I can have my people check on to make sure you are not trying to scam me. Have to understand, this is all kind of odd for a complete stranger wants to help another stranger without any other interest, especially these days. So if you wouldn't mind answering the few questions and giving me an email, Facebook, phone number, something to do some homework on to assure you're real. Jimmy Gonzalez.
Probably shouldn't bring this up, but Nick also owns thousands in student loans that he hasn't paid back. That's
really?
that he owes to society.
You still have outstanding student debt? Oh.
Yep.
That sucks.
I got conned in that direction too.
Just another victim.
Well, did you ever finish it? Because I know there's been some speculation on the Corky film.
I have a bachelor's degree, yes.
Is there any evidence of it?
Yes.
Can you show us that evidence?
I don't have it with me.
Well, are there records?
Call Humboldt State University and ask them.
No, we can't. But you can call. You can order a transcript.
Because you can
and
sit there and
show
say
us.
an employer. So you just want to confirm.
That's fraud.
Yeah, that's fraud. We don't do that because we're not criminals.
Wow. Okay, whatever.
Dear Mr. My name is Marijo Gentle and I am the mother of Jimmy Steven Gonzalez. He called me from Soledad and told me he had gotten a letter from you in regards to his grandparents' land in Wilmington, and that someone was trying to take this land by fraud. I had a friend of mine pull up some information, and it seems there is someone by the name of Nicolas Bravo trying to say he has a right to this property. We don't know anyone by that name. My son's grandparents have been deceased for many years, and his father, Julio Gonzalez Jr., passed in 2006. Who are you and what is your interest in this matter? I will be reporting this fraud information to the Real Estate Fraud Division in LA County. If you are someone that might be able to help us in this matter, we will need to know more about who you are and what is your interest in this matter. You gave your address, but didn't give a phone number. Since my son is in prison at this time, I will be the one that you will talk to about this matter. Again, my name is Marijo Gentle. It's my business number and my address is...
Hey guys, how you doing today? Me and Tim are working on some real estate ventures and with George for title, and this is called Capital. That's what this is, folks. Anyway, but me and Tim were it's the end of the day. We were watching a little bit of video about South Africa. Now, one of the things Tim mentioned is that if America ever gets any worse, it'll be like South Africa. And then we got to talking about Warren Buffett, and you said Warren Buffett does what with a stack of $10,000?
Well, I saw a documentary where they were interviewing Warren Buffett, and on his desk, at all times, he has a stack of, $100 bills. Equaling, I believe it's $10,000.
Yeah.
Just sitting on his desk.
Yep.
As if it's an ornament or something.
Yeah.
I don't know why he does it. I mean, you have to ask him, but maybe he's looking at the money, he's trying to visualize, making more. I don't know what his deal is. I don't know why he has that much money, but it maybe motivates him.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? But hey, he's a billionaire, so maybe it works. I don't know.
And at first you misspoke and said millionaire, but the interesting thing was earlier before I started recording, he said millionaire, but Warren Buffett's billionaire. the thing about millionaires is that here in America, in South America, Mexico, even in Russia, there are a dime a dozen. Even in Japan, China, etc. There are more millionaires alive today than ever before in history. Now, why doesn't the media focus on that? Because you can watch a video about South Africa, and you can see that, talk about all the crime, the poverty, etc. Here's why I believe that they don't show you in the mass media about success and talk about people like Warren Buffett.
Yes.
Because if you start actually showing people that there's a way out, if you start giving people real hope as far as taking responsibility for their lives, showing about, taking action and working intelligently, work smarter, not harder. Never harder, smarter. Sometimes sometimes smart work looks like hard work, but it's still smart work. Hard work sucks. I don't like to work.
Well, I think one of the reasons, I can only speculate, but I think one of the reasons why Warren Buffett has $10,000 sitting on his desk, I mean, the maid could easily come in and steal it, who knows, okay? But I'm thinking the reason why he does it is for him in reality, $10,000 is almost nothing.
Oh yeah,
it's a drop in the bucket. I mean, he's a billionaire.
Pennies.
So for the average person, they see $10,000, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, $10,000. It's like, you want 10,000?
Yeah.
Oh, blah, blah. They go crazy. For him, it's like 10,000.
It's like having it's like having a handful of pocket change on your desk.
Yeah, it's like Nick having a bunch of quarters rolling around.
It's like
whatever.
It's like me having a couple of quarters on.
Yeah, it's like, well, quarters. You're gonna go crazy grabbing the quarters.
I know exactly.
It's all relative. I mean, for us, I mean, we have to talk about it in perspective. $10,000 is a lot of money. It's a lot of money for me. It's a lot of money for you. But for Warren Buffett, if you said, "Hey, Warren Buffett, I got this amazing business deal, and you could make $10,000. What do you think he's going to say? He's going to say, security, get the time's up, get out.
Exactly.
Right? Because it's like, for him it's nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's absolutely fucking...
For him it's nothing. For us it's something.
Yeah.
Okay, in reality.
Well,
because he's on a different level.
Yeah, and the thing of it is if the mass media actually presents that story and talks about wealth and income and finance, etc., and shows you visions of hope instead of visions of poverty and malaise and misery, people get hungry. They want to compete. They say, hey, if somebody else can do it, I can too. And then they want to compete, which means more competition, and you'll end up having people who are more free and independent. Because really that's what money is, freedom. It's freedom and power.
Yeah, and it's also energy, okay? Money, I think money represents a person's effort and their energy, and people are rewarded based on their talents and how they can organize their talents into making themselves useful to other people. Meaning if you're good at finding real estate deals and you find listings for realtors are going to give you money because you're helping them out.
Yep.
Right? Mm-hmm. So you're rewarded for your efforts and your skills and your talents that you're able to generate business for them.
Definitely.
So that's what money is.
Definitely.
It's a reward for smart work.
Yes.
Right? Instead of just aimless, crazy work.
Working smart instead of busy work.
Yeah. Although busy work is important sometimes.
Well, I define busy work as work that doesn't add up to anything. It's just keeping you busy, wasting energy. Now,
spinning wheels.
Smart work can sometimes seem like busy work, but it's still smart work. You know, I know Andy even talks about productive work. I like productive work. I like smart work. Hard, busy work, fuck that. So this is me, Nick, Bravo Hollywood, and Tim, Peace in Christ Alone, saying have a great day. Try to make some money, folks. It's fucking fantastic. And if you're interested in doing some real estate deals, selling a house, contact either me or Tim. Tim's channel is Peace in Christ Alone. Mine is Nick Bravo Hollywood. Give us your phone numbers, and we can meet and figure out if we can do some business. Have a great day, everybody.